Hi guys, this is Dave Dahl from Martin Guitar. This is Pro Tips. Here to talk today about something that you may not have ever considered. Notice in front of me I have 3 different guitar necks. They're all in different stages of production. I had to grab them off the line in different areas to kind of illustrate what I'm about to show you. We offer a lot of different kinds of neck profiles, right? Some, if you look at our vintage guitars, they have a different neck profile. Some of the more modern guitars have a different neck profile. What can that do to playability? With some instances, it can help it. In some instances, it can hinder it. Very important thing to consider. You know, I always tell people, you know, if you have a guitar that in mind that you think you want to buy, definitely make sure you play it, right? So if you're in the music store and you look across the room and you see somebody playing this guitar that looks amazing, and you go get closer to it and you hear it and it sounds amazing, you're like, man, I can't wait to get my hands on this thing. And then as soon as you get your hand on it, you're like, oh, it doesn't really work the way that I thought it would. Sometimes string spacing, you know, the spacing of the nut and the 12th fret affect that. What I have here are 3 necks that are all the same. They're all 1 11/16 nut spacing, but they have 3 distinct neck profiles. Now, one phenomenon for sure that this will affect is how your hand perceives action. What I mean by action, if you're not familiar, is the height of the string off of the frets, off of the fingerboard, right? The relationship from the string to the fingerboard. For example, this guitar neck, I know it's hard to see on camera, so I figured out kind of a clever way, hopefully, to show you this. This is a standard, it's a modified low oval neck. So not really our smallest profile, not our biggest profile, but somewhere kind of in the middle. So if I'm holding this, just to kind of give you an example, in the palm of my hand and I reach over, you can see that my middle finger across the 3rd fret comes all the way across. Now I kind of have big hands. I mean, if we're honest, I have a really big palm, but kind of like little sausage fingers, right? But my palm is really big. So like this is actually really comfortable for me. Just to show some comparison, this is a full thickness neck. If I do the exact same thing, you see where my finger comes on that fingerboard. So now what does that mean? Well, 2 things really. One is it's showing that depending on your technique when you play, you could have a harder time reaching all the way across the fingerboard, and it could actually really kind of affect your playability. You may not be able to play runs as fast, you might not be able to play chords as easily. But one other thing is this is obviously a lot thicker this way. So again, when I said before how your hand perceives the action, even if this guitar would be set up with the same measurement action as the guitar with this neck, your hand is naturally going to be open further. So again, depending on your hand size, depending on the style of music that you play, that may help, it may hurt. You know, there have definitely been times where people have asked us to put a new neck on a guitar and change the profile, like they want a different profile. And then they go, yeah, you sure this is set up where it's supposed to be? And then we show, yeah, the measurements are exactly right. You just have to kind of retrain your hand to, you know, to play. That's why, you know, going from guitar to guitar sometimes, if you play in shows, you have a bunch of guitars in your collection, sometimes they feel a little bit weird going from each one to the next because of how your hand is kind of, you know, related to the strings. Another quick example of neck profile. Again, I understand that it's hard to see on camera, but these 2 are what we call a C shape. And to kind of show, like that means it's basically flat in the middle, not like completely flat, like butter knife flat. But you know, if you figure like the letter C, right, while I'm doing it, I guess that would be that way on camera, right? So, you know, you have the round edges and then you have it kind of flat right in the middle. This is a modified V. So you'll find this neck on a lot of really, you know, older guitars. Anything in our vintage series will have this V in the back. It's a love-hate relationship with the V. Some people love it, some people don't. You know, if you're the kind of person that puts their thumb on the back and you kind of, you know, play more in that style, I mean, it can be really comfortable because your thumb is following a line. Depending on your hand shape, you may enjoy having that, it's just a different feel in the palm of your hand. It can either grasp it comfortably, or sometimes this may actually be a pressure point. Again, I just want to bring these 3 examples in. I've been getting some questions about neck profiles lately. So again, just like everything, strings, guitars, tops, anything, you have to get out there and you got to play them, and you got to see which one works for you. So again, hope this helped to answer some questions out there. Most likely it probably brought up some more questions that you would like to ask. But again, definitely go out, check out these, and find out which one works better for you.